and
This meeting is being
multi-mode
recorded.
we must consider first that you bring the patient to a safe place. Talagang safety first po lagi. Kapag may inalagaan po tayong bata or elderly, dapat tinitignan natin ang safety nila. So, dapat hindi madulas ang floor. Let's see that they will not fall. Dapat may mga safety railings na paghahawakan nila, mga ganun po ba. Yan. So, first is yung client natin. How do we make them feel safe? Okay, so these are practical steps about safety. So here, during our first meeting, it's really important that we make them feel safe kasi, diba, trust ang usapan dito. So, mahirap magkaroon ng further trust issues dun sa client. For sure, may trust issues na yan sa ibang mga relationship niya. Alam na, nadadagdag pa po tayo. So, we must, diba, empathy nga po, we must understand that it takes courage and trust para sa kanila na mag-open up sa isang stranger. So tayo ay a stranger, unless kung friend mo yun, or family member mo, it's okay. But still, it takes courage and trust to open up something na like delicate matter sa ibang tao, di po ba? So, kailangan natin tulungan sila na maging feel safe, dapat at ease and accepted sila. Yan. So, sa first meeting pa lang natin, dapat welcoming yung environment, warm and safe yung environment nila. Para ma-encourage sila na mag-voice out ng kanilang concern. At saka, kung yung environment nila ay welcoming, warm, and safe, for sure ay mabawasan man lang yung nervousness nila or yung anxiety nila. Yan. Okay. So, during the first meeting, we must pay attention to our meeting, greeting, and sitting. So, ayan, yung room. Dapat siya, hindi masyadong clinical type. Ano yun naman sa clinic, di ba? May mga gadgets or instruments na medical, minsan nakakatakot. Like for example, kung pupunta po kayo sa dental clinic, di ba? May upuan na malaki, may light sa taas, parang uoperahan. Tapos yung mga tools nung dentist, parang may plies, parang may, di ba? Nakakatakot. So, dapat it's inviting. Not too warm, okay? It's bright, but not overly bright. And ensure the room is uncluttered. So, organized, malinis, orderly siya. Kasi cluttered na nga yung utak niya, makikita niya pa cluttered. Dagdag gulo sa kanyang isipin. Yan. Free from personal belongings like family photographs, books. Kasi family photographs, tapos family problem yung concern ng client mo. Parang you're adding salt to the wound. Na, ay, buti pa ito, ang ganda-ganda ng moments nila sa family, mga ganun. Tapos, distracting kasi ng mga books, DVDs. So, imbis na mag-focus kayo sa feelings and concern ng client, mamaya na-distract siya. Nagbabasa po pala kayo nito. Gusto ko rin to. Ito, pinapanood ko rin to. Ayan, ba? And, you may add some personal touches like vase of fresh flowers. Di ba nakaka-refresh po yun? Be ready with the water, potable water. Kasi kung kunwari na exhaust siya sa pag-open up, 'di ba? Exhausting kaya ang mag-open up 'pag emotional issues. So, nakaka-drain. Kaya magandang may ready na water para inumin niya in case he needs it. Or kahit na he doesn't need it. Magandang, it's a hospitable way to, di po ba? Na, and it's a great way to say that, hey, I care for you. And, box of tissues, discrete box of tissues. So, discrete, hindi yung talagang very obvious na andyan yung tissue. So, naka-arts ba nakalagay sa something, aesthetic. So, tissues, alam po natin kung anong gamit niyan. Madrama-drama ang sasabihin, maiiyak yan. So, we really need some tissues. Para naman yung position ng chairs. So, dapat comfortable distance apart at may angle siya. So, pag, yung nanonood po kayo ng talk shows, di ba? Ayan, yung distance nila at saka yung angle, parang ganun. Okay. So, and also, make sure that the distance doesn't, intimidate yung client. Baka it's too near or it's too far. Ayan. Ano pa? Key potential barriers such as desks or large tables out of the therapeutic space. Yan. So, hindi po talaga siya office type, di ba, na may table na nasa gitna nila. So, dapat parang sala type na magkaharap kayo. Kung may table man, it's yung mababang table. Anong tawag doon? Nakalimutan ko. Yan. So, it's like a barrier po kasi. Yan. Then, guarantee privacy by unplugging the telephone. Or, kung may telephone pa. Pero ngayon, cellphone. So, mas maganda po naka-switch off yung cellphone natin. Computers also. And dun sa door natin is maglagay tayo ng note na session ongoing, something ganon. So, do not disturb. And, so talagang 101% yung ating focus sa client. So they really feel that they are being listened to. And kasi yun nga, they're seeking attention. They're seeking someone who will really listen to them without distractions, without judgment. And okay, small clock, not big clock, small clock where you can see the time. So, mas maganda kung dun sa may, siguro, side niya, nasa may part na side ng client or sa may back niya, yung kita mo, ikaw yung nakakita. Para hindi ka mag-overtime. And you can remind yung client na it's 15 minutes more before we will finish our session. Ayan. Okay. Hindi po maganda yung we have a wristwatch. Kasi, I mean, okay lang na may wristwatch ka, pero wag mong gamitin yun to check the time. Nakaka-distract yun. From time to time, tinitignan nyo yung oras nyo. Baka maramdaman niya is, ay, nagra-rush ito. Ay, konting oras lang ang ibibigay nito sa akin. Ganun. Iba yung feeling, di po ba? Pag yung kausap mo, tingin ng tingin sa kanyang wristwatch. Ano mafe-feel nyo? So parang there's disinterest, disrespect, or maybe parang you are telling them that you're bored and you want the session to end. Di ba? Nakaka-hurt. Oh, how about you? What about your safety as the counselor? So, dapat two-way po talaga yung safety. You must always consider your personal safety. Okay, so it's very important that you have someone nearby while you are canceling. So siguro kung kahit na one-on-one kayo dun sa loob ng room and you put this do not disturb sign sa my door, pero at least outside the door there is someone, okay, na back up po ninyo. Wait lang po. So you let that someone know kung saan ka, or kahit na hindi dyan sa outside na, as in literal na outside ng room, maybe at a distance, or at least there's an accountability partner. Let them know that you where you are or what time you anticipate finishing your session. Kung kunwari office or clinic yung session venue, at least parang may panic button. Okay, and always check syempre na nag-work yung panic button. Okay, we never know kasi meron yung mga clients that may be aggressive. So of course you need help. You will be needing help. Or mga clients na biglang faint, or you never know, nag-faint. Tapos alam mo faint lang yan, yun pala na-heart attack na. Or biglang nag-break out yung breakdown rather yung client. So you need some referral, something ganon. So always have someone to help you. Ayan. How do we greet our client? Diba? First impressions last, first impressions count. So while in the waiting room, kunwari may waiting room, greet the client syempre with a smile. O, tingnan mo yung smile. Comfortable eye contact. Soft eye tawag doon. Dapat yung handshake is firm. Okay? And if it's appropriate, yan nga, if it's appropriate, ay mag-handshake. Pero kung hindi, huwag nating ipilit. Yan. Alright. Sige, saan po may timing na ako? Yan. Sorry. Of course, first meeting yan, so dapat you have to introduce yourself. Briefly. Okay, short introduction lang. Kasi yung mga yan, it gives an aura that you're amenable. You may say, hello, ako po si May, and ano nga po pangalan nyo? Siyan. Hello, ako po si May. How may I address you? Mrs. Ganon, or just your first name. Okay. So from this, as you listen to how they respond, makakakuha na kayo ng mga details. So makita nyo, tense ba to, or jolly-jolly din. Kahit na jolly-jolly, pero deep inside may dinadala pala. Mga ganon. So, ang mga tao naman, diba, at ease sila sa medyo at least formal approach. Kaya yun, sorry. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted a bit. So, where am I? And so, kunwari, yung pagkasabi ng client ay, oh, I am Mr. Ramirez. Mas gusto niya ang formal type. Formal type ang kanyang. Pero kung, oh, just call me Joy. Joy to the world. Ibig sabihin, medyo informal approach naman siya. Tapos i-observe nyo rin yung physical appearance ng client. Not to judge, but for you to know how to approach them. Diba? Paano yung dress niya? Casual ba or smart? Well-groomed or ano yun, poorly groomed siya? Yan. And so, once the greeting is done, then lead the client dun sa my counseling room and don't touch. Okay, you meant well na you're tapping the back while um b- leading them the way, pero mas maganda na don't touch, no touch pa rin. And invite them to choose a chair, di ba? Give them the privilege to choose the chair. So yung opening sentence po natin dapat ano yan, ma-feel nila yung empathy natin, yung tone natin, let's be careful, posture natin, di ba? Laging naulit po yan. Okay, so yan mga example ng ating invitational talks. Perhaps you would like to tell me in your own time, what has prompted you to seek counseling? Ano nga po ang reason kung bakit kayo nag-seek ng counseling? So, importanteng malaman natin yun. Okay, well, we should not assume, siguro dahil siya andito, dahil dito. No, we really need to let them talk and glean from their words. Ayan. Sa una pa lang dapat sabihin na natin, may termination na of, kumbaga, termination of contract. So, we have 50 minutes to talk together today. O, nasabi mo na, 50 minutes is 50 minutes. Pilipino tayo at madaldal, pero dapat we must respect time. Okay. Ayan. So, observe kung yung client mo ay parang palabas na ng door ang kanyang style kasi anxious siya, then reflect and validate yung kanilang feelings. So, pwedeng sabihin na, napapansin ko na you're struggling to find the words to begin. Okay. Would it help to start by telling me a little bit about yourself? Parang job interview. Pero ganun po talaga. Para ma-assess nyo, maka-explore kayo tungkol sa kanya. Yun namang tingin ng tingin sa window, saka parang malayo ang iniisip. You seem to be somewhat preoccupied. Or perhaps you have a lot on your mind. Maaari bang i-share nyo kung anong nangyayari sa inyo ngayon? Paano naman yung mga resistant? Napilitan lang kasi they were told to go there kasi kailangan, compliance lang, no po? So, makikita nyo yan kasi resistant siya kasi naka-cross, naka-close disposition siya. So, we can say, parang nakikita ko na ito yung last na place na gusto mong, ano ba? Ano Tagalog po nun? Basta yun. I get the impression that this is the last place you want to be right now. Perhaps it might help if I explain a bit about counseling. So, explain nyo ang counseling it's a talking therapy. Okay? Yung mga yung definition ng counseling na maiintindihan niya. Okay, layman's term, hindi yung babasahin natin kung ano yung meaning ng counseling as per psychology. Okay, layman's term lang. It's about learning more about your thoughts and feelings, and it will help you choose. It will empower you to make your own decisions. Okay? I will not give any advice. Mga ganun na lang. Okay? But I would maybe give some recommendations which you may consider. And so building trust is very important in every relationship. Okay? walang magandang relationship na walang trust. Tama po ba? So yung quality ng relationship hinges on the trust of, especially here sa therapeutic relationship natin. So it hinges on the client's capacity to trust you. So it can be challenging, lalo na kung trust issues yung problem talaga ng client. Lalo may trauma sila, like na-abandon sila, betrayal, na-abuse, na-rape, or there was neglect or violence. Sa mga cases na ganyan, challenging po talaga ang pag-establish ng trust. Kaya, constant consideration po natin ito, yung how to develop trust. And the client's trust can be earned by offering the skills of, lagi natin sinasabi, active listening. When we are actively listening, we give accurate and sensitive responses. We reflect feelings. We show empathy, genuineness. Ulit-ulitin lang po natin yung mga words natin. Ano po? And dapat, minomodel natin yung honesty. We must also be honest by, aminin natin na I don't understand. I don't understand this part. I'm sorry, I didn't get this. Paki-explain. Or gusto kong maintindihan. Maging honest tayo. And reliable, consistent na ba tayo? Yan. So we must plant the seeds of trust. Ito pwede natin mga words na gamitin. Sorry po. I can see that you are very distressed because of what has happened. So you are reflecting their feelings. I appreciate that talking about your job being made redundant is painful for you. Di ba? Yung job mo, pahirap ng pahirap. It's painful for you. So you are reflecting their feelings and being empathetic. I understand that it is not easy for you to talk about your concerns. And I feel very humbled by your trust in me. Diba? Napaka-open. I've noticed that you seem a little less tense when you first arrived. Your shoulders have lowered. So you are honest. Okay? And you are actively listening because you are reading between the lines. Your shoulders have lowered and your breathing has slowed down. Could it be that you are feeling a bit more relaxed now? I respect your honesty in telling me that you are reluctant to be here. Honesty. Okay, ano naman? Let's avoid some things. Avoid restricting the client by placing emphasis on topics such as difficulties. Huwag tayong masyadong mag-focus sa problema nila. Though we let them talk out, bahala na silang kung anong gusto nilang sabihin. Basta go lang, mag-share lang sila. And we shouldn't focus like they need help. No, just let them talk. So, andyan na po, di ba? Saan na ba yun? Ayan. Please go ahead and tell me the problem. Problem talaga. Para safer, please go ahead and tell me more. So yung more na yun, bahala na siya kung ano yung more na sasabihin niya sa'yo. Yung problem, bahala siya. Yung feelings niya, bahala siya. Okay? You are there to listen. Ano yung mga difficulties mo? Difficulties talaga ang negative naman nito. How can I help you? Wow. Sigurado po ba kayo na pag may sinabi siya na can you help me with money? Hi, bongga. So let's really be careful with these statements. Yan nga, we may not be able to help at all. ano naman yan, trust issues na naman. Ito, sabi-sabi ng how can I help you? I hope I can help you. Tapos hindi pala ako matutulungan. Yan. Avoid minimizing counseling with expressions such as, okay, so yung counseling, huwag nating ibaba yung standard niya, kumbaga yung quality niya. So it's not a chat. It's not a little talk. Okay, we talk, pero hindi yung friendly chit-chat. Yung purpose of counseling, let's take it to mind. We shouldn't demean yung process ng counseling. Okay. Try to avoid what could be stereotyped responses. Yan. Example ng stereotyped responses. Thank you for sharing. Though, thank you for sharing is good kung maging specific kayo sa kung anong shinare niya. Okay, thank you for sharing about what happened to you at work. Okay. So, ay, ano ba yan? Sorry. Okay sana ang mga to. And okay sana ang mga to in English form. Yun nga lang, masyadong nakafocus sa I. Okay? Hindi sa kanya. You have a good day. Pambihira naman eh. Bakit? Porque may problema ako, bad day na ako. So be careful po sa mga ganyan. Stereotype phrases, frequently pepper canceling with first version. Okay. Ayan. Sa counseling kasi na murder itong phrase na to. Thank you for sharing. Kasi lahat na lang ng sinasabi ng client, meron yung mga counselors na puro na lang thank you for sharing this ang sinasabi. So, nawawala yung meaning niya. Okay? Let's be genuine kasi talaga. Let's be genuine. Yes, we are thanking them for sharing, lalo na yung mga mahirap i-share sa kung kani-kanino lang. And there are boundaries sa ating counseling. Dapat we must construct clear boundaries para both you and your client are in one accord. One accord and one wavelength, char. So, ito mga samples ng boundaries. There's the rigid boundaries. Rigid boundaries. Ayan. Self-sufficient. Ano po, dapat may impenetrable wall dyan sa between nila. They keep others at a distance. They shut others out. They reveal little or nothing about themselves. And they're hindi napapalabas yung emotional connection or intimacy. Yan. Ayun. Yan. Ito naman, enmeshed boundaries. Naku po. So it's the other way around. Enmeshed boundaries naman is wala yung wall, walang boundary ba? Wala kang makikitang boundary, di po ba? So there's a wide open hands to get hurt, which is usually harmful, di po ba? And dito, many times, that means the client and the counselor may not be aware of it. Yun na yung lumalabas talaga yung transference, counter-transference, ganun. So, na-enmesh sila. Nagkaroon ng tangling. They have little sense of themselves as being separate in relationships. Okay? So, example nito is yung relationship ng mother and child. Di ba? Overly close relationship. Hmm. Lalo na kung ano, yung mother has some issues ng bata about, or maybe may inner emptiness yung mother, and she turns her daughter or her child into an intimate friend and confidant. Meron mga mothers na ganun, no? May problem sila. Ginawa nilang barkada yung kanilang anak na kahit bata pa, sinishare nila yung mga problems nila, which is not nice. They're still children. Mm. They're still fragile, mga ganyan. Okay. So ang ano dito, dapat we must know where to draw the line. No enmeshing. Ito ang healthy boundaries. So may line dyan. Line. Hindi wall. Line. So it's invisible line that enables each one to maintain a separate sense of their own identity. Okay. Hold on lang po. All right. So, people with sabi natin, healthy boundaries, they choose who they allow to enter their space. Oo naman. And they honor each other's boundaries. So, ang ganitong relationship, there's safety, there's independence, there's self-respect, mga ganyan. We must always know where to draw the line. We should not desecrate yung boundaries ng each other. Okay. Ayaw mapindot. Ayan. How do we literally set the boundaries? So we must have informed consent or contract. Okay? So dito dapat ay andyan yung duration of counseling. Kung 1 hour, 1 hour. 50 minutes, 50 minutes. Length of counseling sessions. Ayan na nga. Duration from what time to time. Limits of confidentiality. So dito sa limits of confidentiality. So yes, confidential lahat ng sasabihin niya, lahat ng information niya. Except when there is harm. Diba? Lagi nating sasabihin yun. And lagi nating isi-share yan. If there is harm na mangyayari, like for example, hindi ko naman pinagdarasal, pero you if it's about harm to you or harm to others, then kahit na risk lang yon, I have to break that confidentiality natin. Okay? Appropriate touching. Anong okay na appropriate touching? Pat on the back, shake hands. Okay. Number and duration of phone calls. Oh, meron po kasi yung mga makukulit, gusto, at saka yan na nga, na attach na sila sa mga counselors nila. They love to call and call and call and call. Oh, gusto niyo po ba yun? Sending and responding to emails, or strategies for managing episodes of self-harm or suicidal thoughts. So, ayan. Yung sa contract natin, meron yung saan yung counseling sessions nyo, fees if appropriate. Okay. This is for the hindi po tayo magpapabayad. Para sa mga to, professionals po talaga, psychologists, okay? How frequent yung sessions. Pero talagang it pays to have black and white. Hindi porket hindi po tayo, hindi tayo psychologist, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng informed consent. Because ang law, ang rule ng buhay po ngayon ay kailangan black and white. Let's learn from that. And duties and responsibilities, goals of counseling. Ayan. So, ito yung example. Number of sessions. Ayan. Ayan. Note-keeping, mga ganyan. Termination of counseling. British Association for Counseling and Psychotherapy. Napunta tayo sa Britain. Boundary issues naman tayo. So, yan na nga. Kung na-breach yung pinag-usapan ninyo. So, we must reinforce the therapeutic hour. Pinaka-best na time ng counseling is 50 minutes. Kung 50 minutes lang. Huwag kayong mag-extend. And not too less. Do not deliver less. So, we must end sessions on time. How do we do that? Kaya nga may clock, di ba? Para we will be reminded and we will remind the client that, it's time to wrap up. We have 10 minutes left. Mga ganyan. Then, here are things to avoid. Yan, wag palaktaw-laktaw ng topics. Patapos na kayo, new topic na naman. Diba? No. Some clients wait until they are leaving before disclosing an important piece of information. Oo nga, may mga ganong tao. Patapos na kayo, saka naman siya mag-open up. So, okay? Kahit na ganon, respect yung time. It's so nice that you have opened up na. I really appreciate it. Yan. So, I have noted yung mga, yung mga sinabi mo, and I thank you very much. I understand na it took you so much courage and time para ilabas ito. However, I respect our time. I don't like to get much of your time. So, we will lay this on the table. And don't get hooked into the presenting problem. Time is time. Maging Amerikano. Note-taking and record-keeping. Okay, ang purposes ay it's a good counseling practice para hindi paulit-ulit na sabi na niya last time, tapos the next na meeting tatanungin pa ulit natin. So it seems we're not listening. We're not taking notes. It helps us administer. Yan, it's our training actually. And it's for research purposes in case we need it. Yan. So in our meetings, it's good to know how and why the client came to you. Di ba? Ni-refer ba or self-referred? Ano yung presenting problem? Ano yung mga facts? This one is you can get from the client, di ba? Relationship between the client and any significant others. O kumusta yung relationship niya with his family, with his friends, with asawa, mga ganun, with his anak. Ano yung personal history niya? Excuse me. Sorry. Any significant comments made either by you or the client that bring out important feelings, attitudes, and opinions or refer to larger problems. So, by you. So, for example, may nabanggit ka, tapos na-trigger siya, may shinare siya na related dyan sa word, sa sinabi mo. So, you take note of that. Your own activity within the session, okay? Must take note of the thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and interventions. So, hindi lang siya ang pinapansin mo, dapat pati rin ikaw. Kasi malay mo, may mga actions ka or may mga words ka na nagawa at naka-apekto sa kanya. It's either positive or negative. Nakapagpasaya sa kanya, nakapag-smile, or nakapagpaiyak palalo, or nakapagpagalit sa kanya. So that next time you know what to avoid or you know what to use. Yeah. So as the counseling progresses, your record should reflect development and include your periodic evaluation statements of aims. Okay. So, dun sa contract, di ba, meron kayong goals. So, from time to time, you reflect on your development. Future dates for session. Yes, we must remind. Kung kailangan ng referral, note that also. So, referral, legal ba yan? Medical, psychological or psychiatry, referral, and no, social, pastoral care, ano pa? Yan. So, let's end with this. When love and skill work together, expect a masterpiece. I pray po na we will love this skill, counseling skill. Ang sa akin po, itong counseling is, hindi lang talaga pang counseling, but it's a gift, it's the Jesus way of communication. Okay? Let's try reviewing the way Jesus communicated in the Bible, yung mga recorded. How did he do it? It's very therapeutic. It's very, let's say, this is my term, parang counseling type. Hindi siya nagbibigay ng advice. Meron man, like you go home and tell your family, or don't tell the priest. Well, actually, those are not advice. Those are actually instructions, sana. So yeah, it's a challenge for all of us to review how Jesus communicated when he was here on earth, yung mga recorded. Sige, wag na muna yung kay Ellen White. Yung nasa Bible na, wag na tayong lalayo. So we will really see that when love and skill work together, there's a masterpiece. Lalo na kung in our midst is Jesus. There's the Holy Spirit who's been guiding us. So thank you very much po, and God bless you sa inyong counseling journey. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. Maganda.